What is up, everyone? Welcome to today's reaction video. And today's reaction is the very special monthly request of my incredible Patreon follower, Amanda. Amanda, thank you so much as always for your continued support, both here on YouTube and over on the Patreon. It means the absolute world to me to have you as a supporter and a member of the herd. And thank you so much for the incredible supernatural reactions and the request for the One OK Rock Flip a Coin documentary that you put in front of me, you purchased. It means the absolute world to me that you would support me further and put these incredible things in front of me and in front of the herd, because the One OK Rock Flip a Coin documentary will be airing on the Patreon for all of my movie reaction tier members in about 7 hours time after this reaction. So if you're seeing this because you love One OK Rock, if you want to see what I think of that documentary, if you're seeing One OK Rock for the first time or one of your first few times and you want to get to appreciate them more and just fall absolutely in love with them like I have, check out that documentary and my reaction to it that's going on my Patreon. But until then, we are going to get into today's reaction, which is to the live version from 35XXXV. Isn't that meant to be Roman numerals? But I can't off the top of my head think that would be 35. So 3535 Japan tour, their live Paper Planes version. Now, this is a bit of a longer reaction because it is a live show, but that's all right. I'm super curious to get into this and to see what it's all about, what's going on. I have been warned to keep an eye on who's playing what instrument at the start here, because apparently these guys weren't talented enough and they're just going to throw a curveball at us. So there's that. I've also been told to make sure closed captions are on, and they are. So we are going to get into this. As always, please check out the original video link down below. Give the original a like and a comment. Subscribe to One OK Rock if you haven't already, and check out the original without all my pauses and interruptions, because there's probably going to be a few of them. And we're going to get into this. This is One OK Rock's live version of Paper Planes. Let's go.
From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out. From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out.
Now I'm gonna put it out there. At a glance so far, everyone seems to be on their right instruments. And forgive me if I'm wrong about that, because I am still learning the different members. They changed their look so freaking much. Can I just say, as a person who is very much discovering he has complete and total face blindness, it would be really nice if everyone could just be a Simpsons character and always dress the same and have the same look about them, because all these changing hairstyles and wearing different outfits and masks and costumes and things that people tend to do, you're going to completely lose me. And One OK Rock, it's just like video to video. Now I've got long hair. Now I've got short hair. Now it's this color. Now I've got facial hair. I don't have facial hair. I can never keep up with it. Even Amanda was nice enough to send me through like 7 screenshots with their names labeled on who each member is, and still I can never quite keep up with which one of them is which. But at a glance here, it seems like each person is on their correct instrument. We have Taka up the front, we have Toru on the guitar, we had Ryota, I don't know how to pronounce it, but he was on the bass, and we have Tomoya at the back on the drums. Everyone's, if I'm right about who that is, everyone seems to be on their correct instruments, because that's what they normally play. So unless things are going to change up later, I'm intrigued.
From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out.
Okay.
From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out.
さあ埼玉スーパーアリーナの皆さん、この時間がやってきましたよ。今から始まる時間はワンオクロック史上最強にポップな時間です。いいですか皆さん。ちょっとワンオクロックのライブに今まで来てたけど、こんだけポップなの初めてみたいなのもあると思いますけれども。
First of all, the fact that he's just giving the warning that we're about to go full pop here, be ready for it, and the fact that he does a little kick of his leg as he's talking about it is everything.
そこは一丁仕方がありません。こんな曲作っちゃいました。乗っかってください。いいですか。各所この曲をやっていく中で元気な場所たくさんありましたが、今日は最終日ですから、それを超えるぐらいのでっかい声で先ほど流れたイントロ皆さん歌ってくれますか。じゃあ練習してみよう埼玉。
Now, I'm not sure if we got all of what he said there, because he seemed to say a lot and the subtitles said less, so it might be a translation thing, but from what I can see, we're going to try and get the audience to sing louder than that paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out.
From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out. From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out.
まあ今日初めてワンオクロックのライブを見に来た人はなんてこいつらとんでもねえバンドだな、いきなり英語歌わせるんでとんでもねえバンドだなと思ってるでしょ。でもここはとんでもないバンドで行かせてください。よろしくお願いします。まだ大きい声で歌っていいか埼玉。
From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out. From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out.
全然他の場所に負けてるぞ。少なくとも昨日に負けてるぞお前ら。もう一丁。
From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out. From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out.
続けて。
From paper planes to
Yo, already? This is so smart as a song that the crowd don't necessarily know or isn't their normal style that they might have been nervous about doing or performing for them. The fact that they immediately getting the crowd singing along with it. I'm sitting here in my chair already just repeating this hook, which I'm gonna guess is part of the chorus, and it's gonna mean that by the time this song hits, every time that chorus hits, you're not gonna be able to help but sing along to it. It's so freaking smart. How many times do you go and see a band in concert and they're like, we're gonna play some of our new music for you, and then you stand there bopping going, oh yeah, this is a pretty good song for the whole song, but you're not engaged in it in the same way as you are with their favorites and with the classics, because you don't know the words. You can't sing along. Maybe by the time the song's ending, you can sing that chorus back to them. But we're not starting off that way. We are getting crowd participation right from the get-go. This is actually a freaking genius way to perform a song that maybe the crowd either don't know. Maybe this is their first time performing this one. If not, then it's just a great way to get audience participation. This is like on par with the stomp stomp clap of We Will Rock You by Queen. It's getting your audience in there and making them a part of the song.
2回も。
From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna
もう
take
一丁。
you out. From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out. From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out.
さあじゃあ曲でいきますよ。歌ってねー。Come on。
From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out. From paper planes to hand grenades, I'm gonna take you out.
Try and change me, rearrange me. You're so crazy in their head. Get me closer to the vultures. All I want be left for dead. You wanna go harder, go down the water. My fire starter, I'm gasoline.
Yola. Sir. I can't keep doing this. I can't. Y'all are going to lose all faith in me as a reactor, as a music fan, as a human being if every single time I hear a new One OK Rock song, my first thought is, this is the greatest one I've ever heard. Like, I have never encountered, I say it in the documentary, I've never encountered recency bias as strong as I have with this group, because like I said, I filmed that documentary before I went on my big trip, and I heard Changes for the first time in that, and I was like, this might be my new favorite One OK Rock song. Every single song of theirs I hear is my new favorite One OK Rock song. Every one of them is fire. This one here is just speaking to me. Like, the beat, the fact that it is a little bit more on the poppy side of pop punk just makes it so freaking fun. Oh my god, this is like, immediately when Tucker started singing, I was just like, this is freaking fire. Okay, there it is. We're just gonna switch instruments. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm butchering their names. I know it's I know it's Toru, but I can never be sure how to pronounce I don't know, it's Ryota. I don't know exactly how it's meant. I think that the R is mostly silent unless I'm wrong, and it's just kind of it's just Yota from what I understand. I might be completely wrong. I have no idea. Let me know phonetically. Write it out phonetically below, and I'll try and get it right in future. But yo, they're just gonna switch up instruments. But seriously, how can a band who English is not their first language write a song that the lyrics are this fire in English? Like we had the gasoline and kerosene line before. We got to that chorus or not, I don't know about the chorus, but like pre-chorus, whatever section that was, and you're gonna come out with like I need to hear it again. It was something about that like the talk is cheap. Like the oh my god, I've lost the line completely because I'm so hyped up right now. This song is hands down easily immediately. Money can talk, but yeah, money can talk, but words are cheap. Love that line. How like the fact that it's a it's a wordsmith who English isn't their first language, as far as I know at least. And well, actually, no, I know that because like yo, like we've heard Tucker and his like a pronunciation of the English language get better and better over time. But the fact that I've never heard those two lines used together, that kind of a line drawn between those two things, and especially considering money talks and words are cheap are both kind of westernized phrases. I don't know if they necessarily are phrases or like lines that would be actually used in Japan. So the fact that he's managing to not only use phrases and that from the westernized culture, from a different culture, but also to write in a way where he links those two together, that is just fire writing. Absolutely incredible writing. And take that aside, and you've got a freaking banger of a song that just goes so hard. I love the fact that in their concerts, there is just never a freaking moment where these guys stand still. Like, you just, like, it's not just that they're moving around the stage, they are jumping continuously. Like, I would challenge any person who wants to go for a day of cardio to try and copy what they're doing on stage for more than 3 songs, and you'll be gasping for air on the ground. They have such good, like, fitness levels because they can just go like this, go so hard for a full concert. It's absolutely awesome. Yo, this song is just so freaking fire. And I love that they did the instrument switch halfway through. It's always been one of those things I've wondered about with like guitar and bass. If it's like once you know how to play guitar, it's easy to transition over to bass, or if it's a thing of people who are skilled at guitar actually struggle more because it's played differently. It could go either way for me, but it's one of those things like when you see someone playing a ukulele, your brain automatically goes to, well, if you can play a guitar, you can play a ukulele. If you can play a ukulele, you can probably play a guitar. They're two different instruments, but you imagine, or at least I imagine, I've always imagined that once you can play one of them, you're good pretty much across the board. And bass is a little bit different because it's like less strings and it's very particular in like intentional way of plucking each individual string. But you'd think that once you have the foundations down, you could kind of cross over between the two. I wonder if it's more difficult to transition from bass to guitar than it is guitar to bass. If you're a string person, let me know. because I'm so curious about that. We get gifts?
今からこのりょうたくんとともやくんがバズーカを使って皆さんのこの一番元気なところに僕たちのサイン入りグッズを発射します。欲しいか？欲しいのか？俺たちのサイン入りグッズが欲しいのか？ともや言ったね。
I'll get lost. Yo, I knew from the One OK Rock documentary that Taka could play at least a little bit of drums. I wasn't sure how much, because you see him at one stage of it just messing around on it a little bit, but it was one of those things of like, all right, he can play a little bit. Is that just something he's picked up along the way, or can he actually play? How are these guys so multi-talented? Can I just say, I love that they do this, because I'm gonna put it out there. It's so, when you think about a live performance, maybe at the end of it, they throw out like their picks or their drumsticks or things like that to the crowd. And it's always kind of the people down the front in the mosh pit, which, to be fair, often they're the ones who have been waiting there since like 4 in the morning to manage to get their spot. Often that's the situation, so deserving, or it might be the VIP section where they've paid out the arm and the leg that's right down the front. So oftentimes, yeah, I get it. But the fact that they're like shooting out the merch and they're shooting it to the nosebleeds, they're making sure everyone who comes to their show, no matter where you end up sitting, no matter where you're located, you have a chance to get something this special. Be the person who goes home going, oh my God, I've got a signed shirt that they shot out of Bazooka to me. It brings so much more fan interaction in that way, because it doesn't feel like just because I have cheaper seats, I'm left out of the equation, or just because I couldn't get to the front of the mosh pit, I don't get to be, you know, the person who gets that kind of interaction. And the fact that they managed to do it in such a fun way, and that they all have such big personalities to put this out there, is so cool. Again, it's just occurred to me that in this situation here, it's still, unless I might be mistaken, but I don't think I am, in this situation here, we still have Toru, who's the one playing the bass. And like, I was listening to the drums going, wow, you know, Tucker's really going on the drums and keeping this going. But the way the bass has been going, like going off this whole time, they can just play anything, these guys. It's nuts. And how smoothly they hand over the drumming as well is just so cool. Yeah.
でもそのテンションを無駄にしないためにも一丁大きい声出しませんか、埼玉スーパーアリーナ。どうですか？ OK、 じゃあ俺に続いて大きな声出してくれよ。
yo, I'm gonna put it out there. I don't believe for a second that there is a band or an artist alive today that that wouldn't say that they've been inspired or influenced at least a little bit by Queen. But the fact that already earlier in this song, with the way they did the intro to this, I said about how it gives me the vibes of, in terms of fan like participation, in terms of getting the fans into the song, of the Stomp Stomp Clap from We Will Rock You by Queen. I already said that, and now you're just gonna go full on Live Aid with us, and like Freddie's whole moment of like the Deo type stuff, and Tucker's gonna do his own version of it and just have the crowd eating out of the palm of your hand. Like, seriously, do you know, like, I can only imagine the absolute level of like gamble, more or less, that it is doing this. Because what happens if you try and have those moments and you call out a few times and the crowd's just not into it? They don't call back to you. It's like, oh, you have to know that your crowd are going to be in for that. And we've seen already through this song, they were there for singing those lines that were on the screen. They were there for just screaming out when he did a big note. He knew they were going to call back to him with all this stuff. And the fact that, like, I don't want to go back too far, but one of the lines he did here, then one of the notes he held, it almost had like an operatic style vibrato to it. And that was the moment when I sat there and went like, oh my God, he's got like, this is giving me full Freddie Mercury at Live Aid, and that can only be the biggest compliment I can possibly give. And again, as always, it's giving me the vibes of that. It's pulling that from my nostalgia, like so many One OK Rock things do, but they're doing their own thing with it. I'm not at all saying it's a copy. I'm not at all saying it's any kind of like they're ripping it off. They're doing completely their own thing with it. But it's just so freaking cool how he is commanding this entire arena in that stage, and every single person is freaking there for it. Not a single person here is like, oh, I can't be bothered putting my hands up. Or like when you, I don't know about other countries, but you see a concert over here and the band tries to get you clapping and people clap for about 30 seconds and they're like, all right, I'm done now. I'm going to go back to filming on my phone. Look at this crowd. They are all, every one of them is right there in it. Hell yeah.
いい感じやないか埼玉。よっしゃもっと行くぞ。手挙げてもう一回。おじいちゃんもおばあちゃんもお父さんもお母さんもおかまも子供もみんな全員。はい。あと宇宙人もいるでしょ、こんだけにいっぱい宇宙人ね。はい、じゃあ手挙げてみんな。この大きく上げた手を今度は横に振ります。いいですか。いくよ。この手の先にだんだん血が溜まってきたでしょ。溜まってきたでしょ。溜まってきたでしょ。そう、それでいいんです。もうこれを終えた後に手の先がチンチンするぐらい振ってください。じゃあ次は声ですよ。いいか。
Holy. Yo. That is nuts. Like, can you imagine for a second being in his position? I said it during the documentary. It must be the most addictive high in the world. To be able to go out on stage, do call and response to that many people and have them do it. To be able to go, wave your hand and have every single person waving their hand back at you, screaming for you. You'd never get over that. You would never be able to let that go. Holy.
Come on.
Yo. What do you even say to that, man? Other than the fact that I will sell you my soul right now to get me to one of these concerts. Like, boys, come back to Australia. I don't know if it's the last time you're here, but I know in a recent trip over here, it's what kicked off the whole COVID thing. Not you guys kicked it off. I'm saying that's when it kicked off for you guys. But I need it. I need it. I need you to be here. I need it to not be while I'm in America because that would ruin my entire life. But I need them here. I need to see them live because, yo, that concert through a screen went harder than half of the concerts I've been to. The audience participation in that concert was on another stratosphere, on another level. You can tell how much these guys just want to connect with their fans and want all their fans to feel involved. They went so freaking hard. Yo, as always, jump in the link in the description, give the original video a like and a comment, and subscribe to 10K Rock if you haven't already. Also, leave me a like and a comment, subscribe to this channel, and check me out over on Patreon, where I run weekly polls for the reactions I do here on the channel. I also do weekly TV show reactions, a monthly movie reaction, monthly live stream, and at the highest tier, you can get a guaranteed reaction right here on the channel. So check all that out over on my Patreon. I will see you all in the next reaction video. Have yourself a fantastic day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.